请大家坐好。
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Distinguished Vice Minister Ma Youxiang, Distinguished Parliamentary State Secretary Ophelia, Distinguished Vice Governor Zhang Shuguang, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good morning. Every year, Chinese and German agricultural professionals will gather together in the late autumn. It is a great pleasure to meet you offline at the 9th Sino-German Agricultural Week after 3 years of the COVID-19 pandemic. I am Sui Pengfei, Director General of the Department of International Cooperation of Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Affairs of China. First, please allow me to introduce the guests attending the opening ceremony today. They are Mr. Ma Youxiang, Vice Minister of Mara. Mrs. Ophelia, Parliamentary State Secretary of German Federal Ministry of Food and Agriculture, BMER. Mr. Zhang Shuguang, Vice Governor of Anhui Province of China. As well as Mr. Jin Zhongshun, Deputy Secretary of the CPC Anhui Provincial Party Committee. Mr. Wang Xuejun, Deputy Secretary of the CPC Anhui Province. Mr. Huang Xiaowu, Secretary of the CPC Bengbu Municipal Committee. Mr. Stephan Grabherr, Deputy Ambassador of German Embassy in China. Mrs. Monty Nielsen, Head of Department on EU Affairs, International Cooperation, Fisheries of the BMER. Now, let's welcome all the guests with a round of applause. Now our agenda begins. First of all, let's welcome Mr. Ma Youxiang, Vice Minister of Mara, to deliver an opening remark. Distinguished Parliamentary State Secretary Ophelia, Distinguished Vice Governor Zhang Shuguang, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good morning. In this golden season of autumn, we gather at the 9th Sino-German Agricultural Week (SGAW) in Bengbu City to share insights into the approaches and practices of agri-food system transformation. It's the very first offline gathering for Chinese and German agricultural authorities since the COVID-19 pandemic. On behalf of Mara, I would extend my hearty welcome to all of our German guests and my sincere gratitude to all the colleagues who have been supporting agricultural cooperation between the two countries. With food security remaining on the top of its priority lists, China has strived to ensure food supply through arable land and technology, so as to move toward a more resilient, eco-friendly, and sustainable food system. First, more efforts have been put in to conserve and develop arable land. China has taken an integrated approach to land use and conservation, identified 103 million hectares of permanent basic cropland, and ensured its total area of farmland does not fall below the red line of 120 million hectares. Campaigns to promote conservation tillage and improve organic matters in soils have been launched. 6.7 million hectares of high-quality cropland have been built, and effective measures have been put in place to protect the quantity, quality, and ecological functions of soils in a holistic approach. Last month, MARA also hosted the Global Forum on Soil Health in Success, so as to build consensus on cherishing and protecting soils among all countries. Second, China has promoted whole process transformation toward green agriculture. Committed to the idea that lush mountains and lucid waters are invaluable assets, China has encouraged farmers to use chemical fertilizer and pesticide more efficiently, promoted water-saving irrigation and dryland farming, so as to reduce carbon emissions and green development in the agricultural sector. With our relentless efforts, over 78% of livestock and poultry manure, 80% of agricultural plastics, and 88% of straws in China now can be recycled and reused. The Grain for Green project have converted more than 33.3 million hectares of cropland to grassland and forests, contributing to 4% of the net growth in green areas around the world. Third, China has supported innovation of agricultural technology and equipment across the board. In this regard, China has boosted technological innovation in food system by pulling strengths of producers, colleges, research institutes, and users. Efforts have been made to better conserve and use germplasm resources, mechanize crop, livestock, and fishery production and processing, and bolster smart agriculture. Currently, the growing area of China's homegrown crop varieties accounts for more than 95% of its total land. The overall mechanization rate of plowing, farming, and harvesting registers 73%. 62.4% of the net growth in agricultural output can be attributed to technological progress. China continues to provide agricultural technology and emergency food assistance to countries most in need, helping Asian and African countries enhance food security and improve agricultural sustainability with their own capabilities. Thanks to the efforts, China's grain output has stayed above 650 million tons for 8 consecutive years. Per capita output stands at 486.1 kilos. China has secured its own food supply and also contributed to the food security and agricultural sustainability of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, in recent years, with intertwined COVID-19 pandemic, natural disasters, and geopolitical conflicts, the global food system is facing severe challenges. It is estimated by the UN that more than 780 million people around the world is suffering from starvation. Some 1/3 of food is lost or wasted, and over 3.1 billion people cannot afford healthy food. Hence, it is imperative and urgent to promote food system transformation. As major economies with strong agricultural strengths, China and Germany are key participants, contributors, and leaders in global agri-food governance. I hope that the two countries could take the SDAW as an opportunity to exchange policies, share experiences, and advance pragmatic cooperation so as to address global challenges. Here, I would like to take the opportunity to make the following 3 proposals. First, inspiring mechanism dynamism and strengthening policy dialogues. We should take advantage of the 7th round of Sino-German governmental consultations in July this year and use platforms such as the SGAW and the International Green Week so as to further promote Sino-German policy dialogue, activate exchanges of agricultural mechanisms at different levels. Second, focusing on issues of common interest with closer collaboration in science and technology. We should give full play to the Sino-German Working Group on Agri-Tech cooperation, strengthen Agri-Tech joint research and personnel exchanges, and plan major joint projects focusing on key issues such as soil health, food loss, and waste reduction, and ecological agriculture. In doing so, we can ensure food security via higher coverage of improved crop varieties, advance science and technology, promote greener agriculture, and build greater capacity. Third, building an exchange platform for deeper workforce cooperation. We should encourage and help Chinese and German agricultural universities, colleges, and farms to establish contacts and jointly carry out workforce training programs. It is suggested to set up regular exchange platforms for the youth, including professional farmers and agribusiness operators. We should also send personnel to each other's country for study visits and technical training, so as to cultivate a promising and dynamic workforce for Sino-German agricultural cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sino-German Agricultural Center, DCC, is an effective innovation in our cooperation mechanism and has played an important role. BMEL and the DLG have made important contributions to this. We hope that DCC could continue serving as a platform for promoting the basic research on agriculture and rural affairs and take its responsibility for existing projects. Design and implement a number of new projects on green villages and digital villages, so as to deepen cooperation on agriculture with tangible results between the two countries. To conclude, I wish the Sino-German agriculture will have full success. Thank you. Thank you, Vice Minister Ma Youxiang. Vice Minister Ma introduced China's experience and practices in agri-food system transformation and highly praised the importance of Sino-German agricultural cooperation, and also recognized the role of the DCV. Thus, pointing out the direction for us to better promote Sino-German practical cooperation on agriculture. Now, let's welcome Mrs. Ophelia, Parliamentary State Secretary of the BMEL, for an opening remark.
Vice Minister Ma, Vice Governor ZHANG, Mr. HUANG, Minister Consul of German Embassy in China, participants from industry, science, and administration, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 9th Sino-German Agriculture Week. I thank our hosts for your outstanding hospitality. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to open the Sino-German Agriculture Week together with you, Vice Minister Ma. After a 3-year period of virtual meetings, I'm truly delighted that we can come together in person here in Bengbu. Over the coming 4 days, we will be able to enjoy intense exchange encounters and field visits. I would like to thank all organizers of this Sino-German Agriculture Week, as well as the Sino-German Agricultural Center and the FECC for your valuable work, and in particular for choosing this important topic, the future of our food systems. I would also like to thank Mara, the city of Bengbu, and the province of Anhui. Thank you very much for organizing this event and again for your hospitality. It's a great honor for us to hold our Agriculture Week in a province that, since the 7th century, has been known for a valuable and iconic agricultural product, tea. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past 3 years, the world has changed a lot. We were facing growing challenges. All around the world, we had to manage a pandemic. We still tackle with this. The climate crisis is leaving ever more significant traces on all continents. We saw this all over the world this summer, also here in China, with heavy downpours causing massive destruction. And we were experiencing conflicts and wars that are causing inconceivable human suffering and challenging the international community. And therefore, we condemn the unjustified war of aggression against Ukraine and the terrorism of Hamas against Israel. We are also seeing the disastrous consequences of wars for global food security. The horrible truth is hunger is deliberately used as a weapon. We are experiencing the direct and indirect effects all over the world. 753 million people worldwide are still suffering from hunger, and the world population is growing. Allow me to send a clear message. We need to cooperate in safeguarding our global goods, as we want to ensure that food security, We believe that our agricultural needs is to be that we have to be more sustainable and resilient. This is why this cooperation between our two countries are so important. And this is why this platform here today is essential. Ladies and gentlemen, together, China and Germany are aiming to be pioneers of change and to identify solutions. It is therefore important that this year's Sino-German Agriculture Week focuses on the future of food and agricultural systems, because we must be successful in creating a transformation towards food and agriculture systems that are healthy for both humans and environment. Therefore, we aim to strengthen agroecological practices, to protect global goods such as our soils, and to take into account the social dimension of agriculture. We aim to enable women to shape agriculture in rural areas as equal shareholders. We aim to support partner countries in improving their food sovereignty by reducing dependencies. We therefore count on training, research, innovation, and cooperation. We have good experience with involving environmental organizations, consumer protection agencies, and other important actors of civil society in the transformation process. And this can only work if we cooperate between different countries, between different sectors. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3 dimensions, food, agriculture, and climate, all affect each other. We need to check on how we produce, process, and consume food. This also concerns education, eating cultures, traditions. tradition. Sustainability is about innovation and the responsibility of good governance. Let us research alternatives and make the entire process more sustainable. We should strengthen agroecological practices, use natural processes, and promote closed cycles. And we can further advance technical innovation solutions to secure global food security in the long term. Our cooperation, the Sino-German Agriculture Week, can also contribute to addressing these complex issues. Thank you in advance for your work. Ladies and gentlemen, China and Germany have a long-standing partnership and friendship. We are important trade partners to each other. We also aim to engage in intense and rule-based trade relations. At the same time, we are more than important trade partners to each other. As large agricultural producers and agricultural importers, both our countries have the responsibility to make a contribution towards global food security, climate change mitigation, environmental conservation, fair trade, and animal welfare. Both our countries look back on a good and trusting cooperation in the field of food and agriculture. We have been working together as partners here at the Sino-German Agriculture Center for almost 10 years. I would like to express my particular thanks to the international departments of the Ministry of Agriculture and to the FECC. We can jointly find solutions to tackle global challenges. Together, we can tackle the protection of global goods and climate. China and Germany are pioneers in the development of technical, innovative solutions for agriculture to ensure a more stable, secure supply with healthy food. The Sino-German Agriculture Center, as well as the other cooperation projects, are fundamental pillars of our bilateral exchange in the area of food, agriculture, and forestry. We are delighted that it still was possible to maintain this exchange during the years of the pandemic, despite the fact that traveling and personal contacts were not feasible. We know that our cooperation has great potential for successfully tackling the major challenges of our time. I look forward to intensifying personal exchanges with you. An exciting and educational program awaits us, from expert discourses and to plant visits. I'm convinced that by the end of this Agriculture Week, we will all go home with new thoughts and ideas for sustainable, future-proof food and agricultural systems, which we will be used to continue our good exchange. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Ophelia Nick, for your inspiring remarks. What you said reminds us a lot. Before the pandemic, Sino-German Agricultural Cooperation has set an example for international cooperation on agriculture. Now that the pandemic has ended, we are even more looking forward for deepened agricultural cooperation between China and Germany. This time, Mrs. Ophelia led a delegation to the SZHANG in person and can be regarded as a remarkable beginning point for our new cooperation. I believe that the two countries will deepen cooperation in multiple fields with an even more enterprising spirit and show our responsibilities as major countries. So thank you once again, Mrs. Ophelia Nick. Now let's welcome Mr. Zhang Shuguang, Vice Governor of Anhui Province, for opening remarks.
Distinguished Vice Minister Ma Youxiang, State Secretary Ophelia Nick, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. In this beautiful season of planet and pleasant autumn scenery and abundant harvest, we gather in the beautiful Bengbu city, Anhui province, to attend the 9th China-Germany Agricultural Week and discuss the transformation and development of agri-food systems and the blueprint of Sino-German agricultural cooperation. This SGAW is the first offline event held after the pandemic and is arranged in Anhui province, which demonstrates the continuous care and support of the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Affairs for Anhui province, and also reflects the attention and importance accorded by BMEL and Anhui's agricultural and rural work. On behalf of the People's Government of Anhui Province, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all the guests from home and abroad, and I would also like to express my heartfelt thanks to all sectors of society for long-term care and support, especially for our agricultural and rural work. SGAW is a brand project of agricultural cooperation between China and Germany. Since 2015, it has been held for 8 consecutive sessions. The two sides have reviewed our cooperation results, analyzed the situation and challenges, discussed our measures, and looked forward to future cooperation. And it has played a positive role in promoting agricultural exchanges and cooperation between the two countries. The 9th Sino-German Agricultural Week, themed on transformation of future agri-food systems, it brings together experts, scholars, and chambers of commerce and entrepreneurs to conduct multifaceted discussions and in-depth exchanges. It aims to further promote consensus building in various aspects and achieve more practical cooperation. It will provide new solutions, new paths, and new models for promoting the transformation of agri-food systems. And I would like to take this opportunity to briefly introduce Anhui province. Anhui spans the north and south of China, connecting the east and the west, and has access to rivers and seas. It is one of the important birthplaces of Chinese civilization, where Eastern and Western civilizations converge and collide, and where North and South cultures interact and evolve. The boundary line Qinling Mountains and Huaihe River, which distinguishes the southern and northern regions of China, has a long segment in Anhui, resulting in unique geographical environment and cultural heritage. This has made Anhui an important birthplace and heritage revitalization place of Chinese civilization. Anhui's innovation is vibrant. It has established 3 major S&T innovation highlands in quantum technology, nuclear fusion, and deep space exploration. It has national laboratories and Hebei Comprehensive National Science Center. And Anhui is now leading China in terms of quantum technology and nuclear fusion. It now ranks 7th in China in terms of innovation capabilities, and its innovation environment ranks 3rd in China. Anhui has distinctive manufacturing industry. It has 7 automobile manufacturers, and its automobile exports reached 822,000 vehicles, accounting for nearly 1/4 of China's total. It is now accelerating the establishing of its competitive industries, like the energy storage industry. And about 10% of global laptops and 22% LCD screens are produced in Anhui. Anhui is endowed with good ecological resources. It is home to the Yangtze River, Huai River, and as well as famous mountains such as Huangshan Mountain, Jiuhua Mountain, and Tianzhu Mountain, forming a landscape of 3 mountains, 3 waters, and 2 lakes. The ratio of good air quality days has reached 81.9%, and forest coverage exceeds 30%. It is also the only province covered by national level strategies such as the Belt and Road Initiative and the development of Yangtze River Economic Belt, the rise of the Central Region, and the integrated development of the Yangtze River Delta. Within a 500-kilometer radius centered on the capital city of Hefei City, it concentrates 40% of China's population and 50% of its consumer market. In the past decade, Anhui's GDP has exceeded 3 trillion yuan and surpassed 4.5 trillion yuan, ranking 10th in China. Currently, Anhui is at a crucial period of substantial accumulation and strong momentum, and it has great potential for development. It is also a critical period for the transformation of being a major agricultural province to a strong agricultural province. And now, Anhui is speeding up in the transformation of agri-food system, and many agricultural and rural work in Anhui are at the forefront nationwide. Faced with multiple risks and challenges such as resource scarcity, environmental degradation, and unstable international environment, we are seriously implementing the concept of big food, actively exploring and promoting the transformation of agri-food systems. First, we have comprehensively promoted the development of industries in rural areas. We adhere to the coordinated development of crop cultivation and animal husbandry, grain production and meat processing, and added value in the crop, livestock, and rural industrial chains. We accelerate the development of high-end grain food and beef cattle industries, with the total output value of the top 10 grain food industry reaching 1.2 trillion yuan, further highlighting the status of the Yangtze River Delta and even the country as an important grain basket and non-stable food basket. Second, we have promoted the development of quality in agriculture. We focus on the key points of cultivated lands and improved varieties, strengthen support for agri-tech and environment, and adhere to stabilizing arable land area, increasing crop yield per capita area, and improving quality. Third, we have been committed to an green agriculture. We follow the path of ecological, low carbon, and sustainable development, continuously reduce the usage of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. The number of green food certifications in the province reaches 4,309, ranking second in China. And the greenness has become the foundation for high-quality development of agriculture in Anhui. Fourth, we have been committed to an open agriculture. We seize the opportunities offered by the BRI and actively go global, establish cooperation relations with provinces, states, enterprises, and chambers of e-commerce from more than 20 countries. Organize over 120 agricultural experts to carry out overseas technical visits and establish 3 demonstration areas for international cooperation. In 2022, Anhui's total import and export volume of agri-products reached $7.11 billion. Agriculture is and will always be a sunrise industry, and food security is a fundamental issue related to human survival. Promoting international agri-food cooperation is of great and long-term significance for ensuring mutual benefit and common development of all countries. As countries with strong agricultural strengths, China and Germany have maintained a good momentum for agricultural cooperation. Anhui has cooperated with Germany for a long time. The province-state relationship between Anhui and Lower Saxony is about to celebrate its 40th anniversary. And well-known German companies such as Volkswagen Group and Continental have invested in Anhui and achieved fruitful results. Not long ago, Han Jun, secretary of the Anhui Provincial Party Committee, led a delegation to Germany to promote cooperation on modern agriculture, new energy, and other industries, and witnessed practical results. The future-oriented transformation of the agri-food system creates huge development opportunities and greater space for Anhui and Germany to deepen agricultural and cooperative relations. Germany has developed agricultural sector and is a leader in breeding, animal husbandry, and modern agriculture, agricultural machinery and equipment, which are highly consistent with Anhui's key tasks. We help including the high-end grain food, beef cattle revitalization, and ZHANG Granary Initiative. We hope that this event can further deepen understanding and strengthen cooperation. We sincerely hope that well-known domestic and overseas companies can settle down in Anhui in the fields of modern agriculture, green food, agricultural machinery and equipment, and bring internationally advanced concepts, business models, and production techniques here. We hope that experts and scholars can present here can help build connections and strengthen S&D and project cooperation with Anhui in agriculture and other fields at multiple levels and through various channels. I hope that German officials here can promote in-depth cooperation between the sister cities of Lower Saxony, Germany, and Anhui to bring Anhui's high-quality agri-products to the German market and introduce more German S&T resources, human resources, corporate resources, and financial resources, greater innovation and entrepreneurship. The beautiful Anhui by the Huaihe River welcomes guests from all over the world. We sincerely invite everyone to take a tour in Anhui to feel its vitality and join hands to create a better future. Lastly, I wish the 9th Sino-German Agricultural Week a full success and all the guests good health and best luck. Thank you. Thank you very much, Vice Governor Zhang Shuguang. Ladies and gentlemen, we chose to convene this meeting in Anhui Province, and we made this decision for special considerations. 45 years ago, China started reform and opening up. And the cradle of reform is here. And since then, China has embarked a journey towards a strong country and well-loved people. Our cooperation with various countries is a result of opening up. And after the pandemic, we chose to focus on reform and opening up once again in Anhui Province and hope our agricultural cooperation can be taken to a higher level. And now I'd like to thank Mr. Zhang Shuguang, the Vice Governor of Anhui Province once again, and thank Anhui Province very much. And next, let's welcome Mr. Stephan Grabherr, Deputy Ambassador of German Embassy in China, for an opening speech.
Vice Minister Ma, Vice Minister Frau Ophelia Nick, dear Vice Governor, distinguished delegates from Germany and from China, a very warm welcome on behalf of the German embassy here in China. Congratulations on this very successful start of the 9th German-Chinese Agricultural Week. And thank you very much to the hard work for the organizers, the Sino-German Agricultural Center and FECC. We always had a very close cooperation with the Chinese Agricultural Ministry and its organizations. Thank you very much for this. This is the first time of the Agricultural Week here in Bengbu. And it's an excellent moment because it's the Golden October and we are here in the Pearl City in the province of Anhui. So let me say in Chinese, Wao Hen Gao Xing Lai Dao Bengbu. The focus of your program is very well chosen. Transformation of food systems and sustainability. This transformation is most needed to enhance food security, domestically and internationally. With our ongoing German-Chinese cooperation, we can explore the best way to bring sustainability and efficiency together. In a world with growing population and unfortunate disruptions of food supplies, we need highly efficient agriculture that produces enough food and guarantees food safety. In a world that is suffering from the effects of climate crisis, of floods, droughts, and soil erosion, we also need to do more to promote sustainable agriculture. And moreover, sustainability is also a competitive advantage in our economies. So when we are going the way to shape this challenging transformation, to secure food supply and to guarantee food safety and quality, so let's be aware of a crucial point, of perhaps the linchpin of any kind of transformation. All our efforts are to the benefit and the well-being of individual citizens. Our citizens, they are the centerpiece of any kind of transformation. So farmers, they need cutting-edge technology they can afford and handle properly. Consumers, they want to rely on healthy, affordable, and high-quality food. And the impact of farming and consuming, the impact on nature has to follow a sustainable pathway and to be really in harmony with our environment that surrounds us. So I'm highly confident that the German-Chinese cooperation can make a major step, can make a real difference in this direction. The Agricultural Week here in Bengbu is a real proof of it. And at the same time, as we are speaking here, German and Chinese environment ministers, they meet in ZHANG for the Environmental Forum to underscore our multifold and intense cooperation that we have between China and Germany. So with all this in mind, I wish you a very successful and a very inspiring week. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Deputy Ambassador. German embassy in China has been supported and cared China-Germany cooperation, especially over the past 3 years since pandemic. The embassy has played an important role in promoting and maintaining our partnerships in agricultural cooperation. And I'd like to take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt appreciation to our colleagues from the embassy. And now let's welcome Mr. Xiaowu to make an opening remark. He is the secretary of the CPC Bengbu Municipal Committee.
Distinguished Minister Youxiang, distinguished Parliamentary State Secretary Ophelia, distinguished Vice Governor Shuguang, Ambassador Stephan, Dear colleagues and guests, the joyous season of harvest. We celebrate the 9th Sino-German Agricultural Week. Today, government officials, experts, scholars, and entrepreneurs from Germany and China gather together at the beautiful city of Bengbu to share insights into agri-food system transformation and the development of ecological agriculture. This is an action to better implement the guidelines of the central government and also a positive exploration to safeguard global food security. Here, on behalf of the CPC Municipal Committee and People's Government of Bengbu, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations on the hosting of the event. My hearty welcome to all the guests present here today. My deepest gratitude to all the friends and colleagues who have been caring for and supporting the development of Bengbu City. The city of Bengbu is located on the bank of the Huaihe River at the division of Northern and Southern China. It has a well-developed water system, distinct food seasons, favorable climate and environment, thus boasting unique advantages for agricultural development. 7,300 years ago, Chinese ancestors here learned hunting, fishing, and rice production, and also created numerous ancient glyphs to describe the agricultural production. Here we have a relic called Shuguang relic. Here, a lot of antiques were unearthed. 4,200 years ago, the Chinese legendary Emperor Dayu split mountains here to divert water from the Huaihe River to irrigate farmland. Now, archaeologists have also unearthed historical sightings in the Yuhui city, which reflects that the Emperor Dayu promoted watershed management here in ancient times. And whenever the crops were harvested in ancient times, Chinese ancestors here would beat gongs and drums to celebrate the harvest. And such a tradition has also been listed as intangible cultural heritage, and is also called the Ballad of the East. The Jingpu Railway linked Tianjin and Hukou was built here, and also the giant bridge was built over the Huaihe River, thus boosting the development of the Bengbu city. Because before the railway was built, Bengbu was just a fishing village, and later it became an important transportation hub. The Iron Bridge has similar history with that on the Rhine River in Germany. I also visited the bridge in Germany by myself. It was also built in around 1900. And thanks to its splendid culture and long history, Bengbu has also gone viral on the internet, attracting tourists from all over the world. During the Labor Day holiday this year, more than 5 million tourists visited Bengbu. And during the National Day holiday, the number of tourists reached 6.1 million. The hotel that we are at present is also a very important site of tourism, where a lot of international forums and conferences are held. So I'm very glad that the Sino-German Agricultural Week is held here as well. I hope that it can be a permanent site for the event in the future. Bengbu is rich in agricultural resources. It has a total area of more than 5 million acres of arable land and 4.26 million acres of high standard farmland. Per capita arable land of agricultural population ranks second in the province, and the total grain output remains over 2.8 million tons. So it is a major grain producing city in the country and also a major agricultural producer in Anhui province. Leaders from Mara visited Bengbu several times a year. The city can possess and produce over 2 million tons of fish and agricultural products per year. And the HUANG irrigation area project, with a total investment of 10.4 billion yuan and a management area of 3.4 million acres, and an additional irrigation area of 1.7 million acres is also being in place. After its completion, it will bring about around 1 billion kilograms of grain output and 1.2 billion yuan of direct income and 2.4 billion yuan of indirect income. I hope that more colleagues from Mara and Germany can bring more projects here. On top of that, Bengbu has also a solid agricultural industry. To extend the value chain of the crop and livestock industry, we have launched the Beef Cattle Revitalization Initiative and promoted pre-cooked food industry and other key tasks. The city has 344 large-scale agri-product processors, 14 digital agricultural factories, and 314 leading agricultural enterprises at or above the municipal level, including 5 at the national level and 80 at the provincial level. There are 31 bases for the production, processing, and supply of agri-product in the Yangtze River Delta in the city as well. The complete industrial chains for glutinous rice, meat, poultry, and dairy product have also taken shape. And our milk output also ranks the first in Anhui province. On top of that, Bengbu has also high-quality agricultural products. The proportion of large-scale livestock and poultry breeding in the city reached 81.7%. The agriculture area stands at 300,000 acres, and the comprehensive rice and fishery farming area is 143,000 acres. In the first half of this year, there were 74,000 beef cattle and 52,000 dairy cows. Output of meat, eggs, and milk registered 772,000 tons, ranking third in the Anhui province. Besides, the city also supplies more than 800,000 high-quality pigs to the region annually. And the Xiaowu watermelon has been selected as an agricultural product with geographical indications as well. The Tushan stone and the Wuhe crab have been registered as nationally famous and high-quality agricultural products as well. Healing is of the utmost importance among all things, and food security is the cornerstone for human survival and development. Eliminating hunger and poverty is a major challenge facing the world and a common responsibility for mankind. Bengbu City has always been riding on the wave of economic globalization and opening up its market to strengthen agricultural cooperation with countries around the world. The Fengyuan Group of Bengbu has been operating overseas since 2006. It has invested and set up factories on agri-product deep processing in Brazil, Hungary, Thailand, and other countries. Meanwhile, we have also set up demonstration zones for biological materials so as to turn such materials into our daily utensils, including sofa, garment, and shoes, so as to replace the conventional material of cotton. With the development of the technology, a new revolution will take place in the technological sector. Meanwhile, we have also been cooperating with European countries and implemented pomegranate city and industry projects using tissue culture technology. In 2021, the Hualien County established a provincial level pilot zone on agricultural opening up and cooperation. As the German proverb says, one person's effort is addition and a team's effort is multiplication. This year is a year of Sino-German cooperation, and exchanges between Bengbu and Germany is also becoming increasingly frequent. This July, I led a delegation from Bengbu to Germany for economic and trade promotion as well. We visited 8 cities. After that, residents of the Chambers of Commerce from Germany also visited Bengbu as well. We together held the Bengbu Humboldt Innovation Summit and the Sino-Germany Investment and Trade Cooperation Exchange Conference. On top of that, several enterprises from Bengbu also cooperate with their German counterparts. On September the 18th, Mr. Christian Wolff, Global Chairman of Global Alliance of SMEs and former President of Germany, also visited Bengbu and took tours in several businesses here. In Bengbu, he highly praised the cooperation between Bengbu enterprises and left the report saying that the ecological governance of the Huaihe River is beneficial for the people. And also in the hotel, we held an investment and trade fair. Germany has both industrial and agricultural powers with cutting-edge agricultural technologies. Bengbu in recent years has been developing leisure agriculture, agrotourism, and protected agriculture, smart agriculture. So the two sides have a vast room for cooperation in building high-quality and efficient agricultural sector. We hope to take this opportunity to deepen cooperation on agriculture, biochemical industry, smart agricultural machinery, and other sectors, so as to jointly create a Bengbu model for deepening integration of the global agricultural value chain. We hope that dear colleagues can take a tour in Bengbu so as to join hands with us to promote high-quality Bengbu agricultural products and contribute to the global food security. Lastly, I wish the 9th Sino-German Agricultural Week a full success and all the distinguished guests good health, successful career, and a happy life. Thank you. Thank you, Secretary Huang Xiaowu, for your passionate remarks. In his remarks, he has briefly introduced and drawn a perfect blueprint for the cooperation between Germany and Bengbu City. I also hope that colleagues and friends from Germany can have a rewarding, pleasant stay in the Bengbu city, especially in the Fengyuan group, from the industrial and agricultural development of the Bengbu city. I believe that the Bengbu city has a lot in common with Germany. Dear colleagues, today's Sino-German Agricultural Week focuses on agri-food system transformation. It is highly relevant with the common concerns of China and Germany. Under this topic, we have made enriching agenda under the event. I hope that you can actively participate in the event so as to learn from each other and build a brighter future for Sino-German cooperation. Here I declare the opening ceremony of the 9th Sino-German Agricultural Week concluded. Thank you.